What if you're going on a vacation soon, but you want to prep for scrapbook layouts? So that way, maybe you won't have as many to make when you return home. Hi, my name is Amanda Farlinger with From Where I Stamp near Kingston, Ontario, Canada. And one way you can do that is creating layouts using some sketches. So I have this 3 sketches, 3 fun scrapbook layout sketches that you receive when you sign up to my email list. So subscribe.fromwhereistamp.ca. And I'm going away this week. I'm already there by the time this video is posted. And I'm going to be in Arizona. Now, it might rain. That's what the forecast is calling for. But whether it's sunny or whether it's cloudy, what I'm going to create will work for these photos. All right, so we're going to use sketch number 1, this one here. And in the layout sketch freebie, you receive not only the sizes of the page with idea that corresponds with it, but also the link to the video. So if you wanted to create using this product in the Bright Skies bundle, or if you wanted to go back and do the fish layout here, the fishing layout, you can do that as well. All right, so mini catalog, page 51 is the Bright Skies bundle. Now, I should have had this marked. So, Bright Skies bundle. So it has a stamp set with coordinating dies. I do put my dies in an extra clear stamp case. You can purchase these. And then I've purchased some magnet sheets from Amazon. So I've kept this from another layout I did. And I'll put that description in, or put that link in the description below. So here's all the dies included. So I love the little raindrops. There's big ones and small ones. And I thought this was a flower, but it actually is for the sun. But you could use it for a flower. And then you could use these for waves or for clouds. And so this is a fun little set. All right, so that's page 51. And the catalog shares ideas for you. A little shaker card. And you could always use this as inspiration to create a larger scrapbook layout as well. And then in celebration, so until the end of February, Stampin' Up! Has a promotion called Celebration. So if you purchase $60 worth of product, you can select this, what is it called? This designer series paper called Sunny Days. And it is very bright. So we have strawberries and rainbows, flowers, clouds, raindrop, sleet, suns. And then the other side of the paper has cherries, more clouds, stripes, flowers, bees and butterflies, and more flowers. So I love the colors. It's Poppy Parade, Basic Black, Pool Party, Pink, Petal Pink, Basic Black, and Crushed Curry, I think it is. All right, so this bundle here is $67.50 Canadian plus shipping plus taxes. And then you can select that pack of designer series paper to go with it and create this layout, or even more, or one of the other layouts in the sketch pack if you like it better. Now, what I've done here, so I don't have photos to share, but I'll be in Arizona. Make sure to follow along with me on Instagram, and I'll have that link in the description below, as well as a link to where you can purchase the products. So if you're in Canada and you'd like to order these items to recreate this scrapbook layout for yourself, that link will be there for you. So we have 2 3x4 photos and a 4x6 here with photo mats. So we have that here. And then we have our base layer, which is here, and then a 12x3 here. So I've added a little strip here and a basic gray here. Now, basic gray isn't one of the colors, but I figured add a little bit of dimension. Smoky slate isn't one either, but it kind of coordinates with like the paper here. All right, so we're going to do some gluing. I'm going to move this page off, grab my liquid glue. I really like this liquid adhesive. It's my favorite adhesive that Stampin' Up! Offers. And then we're just going to center this here. And using the glass mat, you can kind of get a straight line. And the glass mat is an option for those who would like to join Stampin' Up! receive a discount on your purchases. And it's available only or for free only during celebration. All right. Oops. And I just, because these are bright colors, I only want a little bit of it to pop. So you really can't tell that it's flowers. You kind of can. But I just want a little bit to pop. I'm usually someone who uses builds a scrapbook layout or page, and it's usually not bright colors. It's usually earthy blues. It also depends on what designer series paper or pattern paper that Stampin' Up! Is offering or has that I get drawn to. So it can depend. Make sure you can see that. And looking at this, we're going to stick this down. Roughly like there. All right, so there is our base layer. So that kind of matches this. But we're going to do some stamping and die cutting. So I'm going to move my layout over there. And I've grabbed some vellum. I used this on a page that I made of Flynn. And I really love how the vellum with the dies looked. So I'm going to use the mini. I believe in the mini catalog. Should have left it open on the page. So it doesn't have the mini shown as a graphic here in the catalog, but you can use it with the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It's just if you wanted to put these ones across, it won't fit. So you'd have to put them in this way. So if you're wanting to create a wider cut, you'll need our regular Stampin' Cut and Emboss, and it's a lot bigger. All right, so I have my vellum cut to 3.5 because that's the width of the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss. And we're going to die cut some clouds. And I'm just going to stick them on here. And you put the base of the top plate on. And you roll them through. This glass mat is perfect for stamping and also holding, like it really grips with the die cutting machine. We're going to do that again. So I've been really impressed using this glass mat. I've never had one before. A little hard sometimes, depending on how thick your cardstock is. All right. Move the clouds, put the clouds back. All right. Now, we're going to put that aside for a minute. We'll grab some Pool Party and some Smoky Slate because I didn't grab my Pool Party ink, and it's over there. I don't want to go get it right now. All right, so we want, oh, I did grab my black. The black is here. Okay. What size is this stamp? So I want to stamp that one because it matches the pattern. Oops, that is for my photo mat. I grabbed ink, I grabbed stamps, but I didn't grab any cardstock to stamp on. All right, so let's see how Smoky Slate looks on Pool Party. I like that. Let's do that again. Whoopsie. Good thing it's washable ink. You can tell I was making something with real red because it likes to stain the Simply Chamois, but that's okay. All right, so now I'm going to put this cloud back and I'm going to grab a block to put my sentiment on. And I like to put the sentiments down and pick them up with the block, because that way usually they are a lot straighter than if I just plop them down on the block. Now, because I haven't used this stamp set very often, or this particular sentiment yet, I'm just going to stamp it here. And this is washable. Because of the manufacturing process, sometimes there can be some extra stuff that doesn't let the ink sink into the photopolymer. There we go. And that's perfect. And then I can take my Simply Chamois and just wipe it up there. And then dry it off a little bit. There we go. And then I'll wash my stamp just a little. So because this designer series paper has some bold patterns with the clouds, I'm not going to do a lot of stamping. And for something that I might have quite a few pages to make, that can be very helpful for me. So then that way I can focus on what photos I want to use while I'm building out these layouts. And having some pre-made layouts can be a good idea, because then you know what orientation your photos should be when you're taking them or editing them. So I know when I'm going on my trip, my goal is to look at my photos every day, because I know I'll take a lot of photos. And I'm going down to meet up some friends, but also to do a business retreat. So it's a training retreat. And I went last year. So I'm really looking forward. It was a lot of fun. And so, oops, line this up a little better. So I'm looking forward to warmer temperatures than what we have here in Kingston. I don't know what it is out there this morning. It was -3, felt like -6 earlier. So I think in Arizona, it was supposed to be like +15 degrees Celsius. So I'll take that. And hopefully, fingers crossed, for really good weather for the flight home too. All right. So let's grab our layout that we've built parts on. And now, if you didn't have this designer series paper and wanted to start off with a basic white for your base, you could do that as well. And then you could stamp these different clouds. So this one is here. This here, you can also cut it out using the die. So this big, large die here. Oh, not that one. Apologies. This one here, we'll cut that out and that one out. I love how Stampin' Up will make it so that way you can use the stuff in the bundle. That will kind of work with that too. So it's nice how Stampin' Up makes the products coordinate together. And that's one of the reasons I fell in love with Stampin' Up. The color coordination was my favorite. So when I'm building layouts, it's really great to know that the colors work together. So I can pull some basic gray and it will still kind of work, because basic black and smoky slate, and even though they're not colors listed on the designer paper, they're going to work. All right. So now let's layer these photo layers. Something like this maybe. Where's my... So this one goes like this, and this one goes like this. This one goes here, something like that. And we're going to grab some scissors and just make this like a little flag banner right here. All right, so then this will go in there. Dirt on my page. Okay. And then put that there. I think we'll stick this one behind here. I think we'll stick this one behind here, because then maybe I'll do this. That's a good idea, because then I can put the glue for the vellum behind where I'll cover it up with cardstock, because it can show through. So here's kind of the layout I'm going for. So let's put it all together. And then from some journaling, I'll use some basic white. Oh, come on, glue. I'll use some basic white down here as like a little box, little strip to add some, maybe this will be photos I'll take tomorrow, or not tomorrow, that I'll take. I'm recording this on Tuesday and I fly out on Wednesday. So maybe this will be photos of out the window of my flight. Probably put too much glue, but oh well. All right. And then this, we just want a little bit here. And how did I want? Maybe just a little bit right here. So I'm not a big fan of flying, but it is the fastest way to get to Arizona. And then, there we go, perfect. And this up here, we'll just put a little bit of glue along the bottom. So we'll put the title of our page. So bright skies are on the way because I'm headed down to Arizona. Whoops. Apologies for the refresh on the screen. Not sure what happened there. All right. But we're back. Okay, so just looking back at, oops, cut my layout over off to the side so I can see. So I'm looking at this picture just to see where this goes. Now I'm not going to put dimensionals behind the larger, the 4x6 photo mat, but you could do that. I think like that. But you could put dimensionals behind there if you wanted to pop it up a little bit. We got to put our title on there. And let me know if you like using sketches for your scrapbook layouts. I like using them as a starting point. It's always great to be able to switch it up a little bit on my layouts or from a sketch to what I'm creating. So sometimes if you rotate a sketch, so you could rotate this one if you have portrait photos instead of landscape, which I'll show you here in a minute, even though the design of the paper, you could change it type deal. So this is our landscape photos for a trip to a sunny destination, kind of like Arizona, which might be a little rainy when I'm there this week. But if you could envision the clouds going this way on the page and this strip here, you could do that or leave it as a vertical piece. Then you have your portrait photos. So if you had some portrait photos, you could change this to face this way off of here, maybe move that picture up. So there's some things you can do to create this layout in a portrait mode. So reminder, you can get this layout with the dimensions and links to a video for this layout at subscribe.fromwhereistamp.ca. And make sure to follow along with me on Instagram. I'll be sharing some stories and some photos there of my trip to Arizona this week. So we'll see you next Thursday with another scrapbook project using Stampin' Up products. Happy stamping.